If you've been following WWE lately, you know Karrion Kross's name has been buzzing. And not just because of his intense wrestling style. This week marks the end of his WWE contract, and fans everywhere are wondering what's next for the former NXT champion. But before he walks away, Kross opened up about what it meant to perform at SummerSlam, WWE's biggest summer event. So let's dive into what he shared, his final feud, and what might be next for this fierce competitor. Looking ahead, it seems likely Karrion Kross will return to the independent wrestling circuit, where he first made a name for himself. The independent scene offers more creative freedom and the chance to build his character without restrictions. Many wrestlers have revitalized their careers outside WWE before making a triumphant return or moving on to other promotions. Wrestling insiders and fans alike are hoping Kross's story isn't over yet. His time in WWE showed flashes of brilliance and hinted at an incredible future if given the right platform. Should WWE reconsider, a return could be on the horizon, potentially with a fresh character direction and bigger storylines that showcase his unique strengths. In the meantime, Kross's respect for SummerSlam and his passion for wrestling serve as reminders of why he has become such a beloved figure in the wrestling community. His journey reflects the struggles many wrestlers face, but also the dedication and love for the craft that keeps them going. Whatever the future holds, Karrion Kross's legacy is already being written. So, as we say goodbye to Karrion Kross in WWE for now, fans should keep their eyes peeled. Whether he's conquering the independent scene, signing with another major promotion, or maybe even making a surprise WWE comeback, this wrestling warrior isn't done yet. SummerSlam was a chapter in his story, and the next one could be even bigger. Karrion Kross has had a roller coaster ride in WWE since his return in 2022. Despite being one of the most compelling characters on the roster, his time with WWE didn't pan out the way many expected. His major storylines were limited to a feud with Drew McIntyre and recently with Sami Zayn. Though he was gaining momentum and fan support, WWE chose not to renew his contract, leaving many to speculate why this happened. His final chapter in WWE unfolded at SummerSlam 2025, where he faced off against the crafty Sami Zayn. It was a hard-fought match, but ultimately, Kross was defeated by the Canadian superstar. Even though it was his last match in WWE for now, Kross made it clear that performing on such a prestigious stage was an honor he won't forget anytime soon. On the Two-Man Power Trip of Wrestling podcast, Karrion Kross got candid about his feelings toward SummerSlam. He revealed that he has always admired SummerSlam growing up. According to him, SummerSlam isn't just another pay-per-view. It has a unique vibe that sets it apart, making it special for performers who get the chance to step into that spotlight. Kross said, "I've always pay-per-views, and to be a performer on that show, I think, is really cool." He emphasized how meaningful it was to him to know he was part of an event with such a legacy. That kind of respect from a performer shows just how much the moment meant to him, despite the outcome of his match. But Kross also shared some of the frustrations he had during his final feud. He had hoped for a more intense and hyper-violent storyline with Sami Zayn, inspired by the hardcore wrestling style from FMW, the famous Japanese promotion. While the feud was solid, it didn't quite hit the level of intensity Kross envisioned, leaving him wanting more from the creative direction. This creative limitation didn't take away from the fact that Kross was genuinely thrilled to be part of SummerSlam. Wrestling fans can sense when a performer is fully invested, and Kross's passion for the sport and the stage was clear. For him, being able to perform at SummerSlam wasn't just a paycheck. It was a dream come true, even if it was bittersweet. Fans around the world have been vocal about their disappointment with WWE's decision not to keep Karrion Kross on the roster. After years of dedication and increasing fan support, many thought Kross was on the verge of breaking out as a major star in WWE's main roster scene. His unique look, in-ring ability, and charisma seemed to have everything needed for success. However, WWE's roster is currently stacked with talent, making it a highly competitive environment for any wrestler. Even established stars sometimes find it tough to get consistent creative opportunities. Kross's exit might be a reflection of these broader roster challenges, rather than a reflection of his talent or potential. Karrion Kross's run with WWE appears to be coming to an end. Again, after making a return to the company in 2022, his current contract is set to expire by the end of this week, and WWE has reportedly decided not to renew it. That news has caught fans off guard, especially considering the momentum he was starting to build. Although he was never fully pushed to main event status, Kross had gained noticeable fan support in recent months. His feud with Sami Zayn, which seems to be his final storyline, was his most recent major moment. Unfortunately, even that wasn't enough to secure his spot in WWE's future plans. It's another chapter closed in what has been a rocky WWE journey for the former two-time NXT champion. Kross's final match took place at SummerSlam, where he faced Sami Zayn in a hard-hitting bout. Although he didn't come out on top, Kross recently shared how honored he felt to perform on one of WWE's biggest stages. Speaking on the Two-Man Power Trip of Wrestling podcast, Kross opened up about how SummerSlam has always held a special place in his heart. He said that even as a child, he loved the unique vibe of SummerSlam, which always felt different compared to other pay-per-views. Getting to be part of that as a performer meant a lot to him, and despite the result, it's something he'll always be proud of. However, Kross also hinted at some creative frustration. During the podcast, he explained that he had hoped his storyline with Zayn would take on a more hyper-violent tone, even referencing FMW, a famously brutal Japanese wrestling promotion. He felt the program could have gone deeper and become more intense, but acknowledged that things didn't turn out the way he envisioned. Still, he expressed gratitude for the opportunity and remained professional about the entire experience. It's clear Kross had more ideas for his character and wanted to leave a stronger final impression, but he handled it all with class. Now that his WWE chapter is likely closing, fans are left wondering what's next. Many believe WWE made a mistake by not utilizing Kross more effectively, especially given his unique presentation, in-ring skills, and growing support from fans. But with WWE's current roster being as deep as it is, competition for airtime is tougher than ever. The independent scene or another major promotion could offer Kross a fresh start and more creative control. For now, fans can only hope this isn't the last we see of him in WWE. Whether he returns or finds success elsewhere, Karrion Kross has proven that he's a performer who always brings intensity and passion to the ring.